If you haven't heard already, there are massive changes coming on June 27th that have the potential to completely change the way you play Guild Wars 2. ArenaNet released a preview of the upcoming balance patch on the official forums. The notes themselves are quite lengthy, so in this video series, I'm going to go over the changes to every class, give you my thoughts on how they may affect the meta, as well as talk about new builds that may emerge as a result. At the end of the video, let me know what you think about the changes in the comments below. Yeah, these are like world versus world changes. I guess they're nerfing like heal scrapper. This change is pretty crazy. So this will affect certain hollow builds. I think if for whatever reason they're not using static discharge, but getting 3 seconds off your elite every time you dodge is pretty crazy. And coupled with the fact that they are baseline reducing the cooldown on Elixir X from 105 to 85. It's pretty crazy. People are going to basically either NATO or rampage, like maybe roughly every 60 seconds or less, depending on how many times they dodge. So that's pretty strong. But I don't know if people are going to take Power Wrench. But like just the interaction between like this trait and Toss Elixir X is pretty good. And then like obviously if you're not taking static discharge, you get like a really low cooldown prime light beams and stuff like that. So baseline cooldown reductions to gadget skills is nice. I think so they didn't baseline reduce slick shoes, which is good. Rocket boots coming down. I know some people are going to be pretty happy about that. You always get the 16-second cooldown now. I think that's good. Utility goggles is like the stun break. I think it removes like a condition or two and like gives you resistance or something. Not bad. This is actually not even a bad utility now, but no one really takes it because some of the other options are just stronger. Also, one of the changes, let's see, where is it here? I don't know if it's this one down here, but the ones where they said toss elixir skills that only affect yourself and your allies are now unblockable. And that's actually a crazy strong change because it means you cannot use like you cannot body block with, let's say, projectile denial, or you can't have like an AoE projectile denial and deny an NG from getting their stealth off or getting their stability off from Toss Elixir B, right? So like this is pretty strong change here. For world versus world, it's fine though, because like when you're throwing your elixirs, right, like you don't want it to get reflected and give the enemy the effect. So I guess it's a fine world versus world change, but I think it might be a little too strong in PvP. This is a world versus world change, doesn't affect PvP. So I think they said for kinetic accelerators, you are still getting the quickness, but the way you get the quickness is different. So I think instead of like when you activate your gyros, you get the boons, which I think is how it works now, if I remember correctly. Let me double check that. So scrapper, when you grant super speed to a target, you grant boons. So now they're making it so every time you leap or blast, I think you give the boons. I still do not, I don't know if people are going to take it. I mean, wait, where's the quickness trait? Quickness trait. Oh, they don't have quickness anymore. I mean, it's still good. I think it gives a bit more control over and different like options to like how they get the boons from that. But I don't know if people are really going to take that over like applied force, for example. But that's not bad. It's not bad. Could be a buff actually. I might be that. It's more of a PvE change. I think the mech changes are a little irrelevant in PvP as well. Regarding like the command skills going on a longer cooldown if you activate them when they're farther than 360 range away, I think there should be some type of indicator on it, because depending on how much longer the increased cooldown is, this actually might be like a pretty big nerf to mech, and mech already wasn't very good at PvP prior. And that's it for the NG changes. If you want to see the changes for the other medium armor professions, click on one of these 2 links here. And if you liked the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.